NBA stars Grant Hill and Brent Barry. I'm Brian Anderson. We've got Allie LaForce on the sidelines tonight as well.
And this starts a very short homestand for them. And while it's only a few games, they have to take advantage of the opportunity to feed off their crowd.
Shot's good by Antetokounmpo. A battle of the big men. Grab some popcorn for this face-off at the center position tonight, Grant.
Oh, no question, B.A. I mean, these bigs bring the size and skill. Who has more tools in their toolkit? I mean, we're about to find out.
Now here's White. 6 on the shot clock. Inside. Johnson with a bucket.
The defensive effort was lacking a bit, but hey, give him credit for finding a weakness there.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Here's Antetokounmpo. That one falls. Antetokounmpo's got his second basket.
As Giannis has grown in his physical stature, widening those shoulders, having more strength, these are the kind of plays that make all that hard work pay off.
Now here's White. Continuing to put up the points, averaging 14 per game. And here we go, the Nuggets on the fast break.
Well, when Giannis has room to run, he is fun to watch. You get out in transition there.
Outside Johnson. Back to Ivy. Down low. Johnson with a bucket.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, right now I don't see any let up. I think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas pedal tonight.
Brent, we've never seen a player like Giannis. How do you stop him, or how do you at least slow him down?
Well, B.A., there's a reason why I'm over here in a suit and the coaches are over there in their suits. That's their job. And Giannis is just one of those guys you hope is having an off night. Force him into as many jump shots as you possibly can, but inside, Giannis is going to get there and he's going to devastate you.
Now here's Ivy. Taking a look at his production, averaging just over 8 points a game. Misses the three. Fast break, here come the Nuggets. And Giannis with the jam.
Yeah, I don't know how many defenders are stopping Giannis when he's up like that.
Ivy, right side. Pass to Portis. Back to Ivy. On the wing, Daniels. And it's going to be a 3-second call. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Denver leading by 5. Antetokounmpo outside. And the layup is good off the glass. Antetokounmpo has got 11.
And I like that Giannis slowing down just a little bit, in control there.
Johnson for 3. Counted from distance.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Oh, he muscles it in through the contact. They call the foul, and he's on his way to the line.
And guys, the way this defense is getting manhandled down low, you have to wonder if they're at 100% right now.
Well, Grant, they say early in Giannis's career, he had to work not just on his game, but his attitude.
And that's true, B.A. It wasn't a bad attitude. He just lacked an edge. The ruthless mindset that all great players have. But, man, once he got that edge, he never lost it.
That's his first personal foul. 13 foul.
First quarter of play, and just over 3.5 minutes in. Here's Antetokounmpo.
Well, if you think that Giannis was going to stop working after he won a title, what do you think he's going to do in the years that they don't? This guy continues to be one of the hardest workers in the NBA.
Back to Daniels.
2 minutes remaining.
Here's Portis. The shot comes out. Great D that time from Antetokounmpo. Pass to Neesmith. Antetokounmpo surveys. That shot, no good. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. Jalen Johnson is developing the complete game. He said, I watch the guys who do everything. That's my mindset. I want to be at least solid in every department and then keep building on that, adding bits and pieces here and there. Brian, his versatility is already drawing attention league-wide.
Yeah, there's no question about that, Allie. Thank you. Here's Antetokounmpo. Oh, great D that time from Portis. Nanny ends that fast break chance. An intentional foul. That's a textbook example of the transition take foul rule. 1:24 left in the first quarter. To the paint. Here's Johnson. And you watch Jalen Johnson. His athleticism, man, it's unique.
Pretty unique at his size, right, B.A.? He just glides around the court. He's got great speed when they play in transition and can get above the rim. So this guy, a bit of a matchup nightmare. Just think when he gets his confidence.
So it's Denver now. It's a three-point game. Antetokounmpo outside. Rebounded by Johnson.
He's so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he'd lay it straight up and in.
Now here's Ivy. Yet to see a basket. Eubanks gets the bucket.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Antetokounmpo outside. Here's Randall. Ooh, the lead pass was in the perfect spot to set up the layup.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Ivy outside. Outside White. Fires for three. Buries it from three.
The defense is nowhere to be found guarding the three-point shot.
Now Antetokounmpo. He's got 13. Tipped away. No good with a layup. And so both teams trading buckets as we end the first quarter. Up one. And back in a moment.
The away team, 16.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. And what do you guys think about the visitors here in this one?
Well, it seems like they went in looking to do damage from long range, and they faced little resistance.
Pretty prime example here of how to space the floor and do it correctly. When you do it, that's the kind of thing that happens.
Here's Ivy. He's scoreless. To the wing on the left. And here's Eubanks. Here's Daniels. Just 5 on the clock. Oh, Beal picks his pocket. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot two. That's going to go on Drew Eubanks.
Hard to get upset at the defense there. Antetokounmpo is no easy matchup down low in the paint.
Brent, how much importance do you put on coaching at the pro level?
Well, B.A., it's huge, and I think the best coaches in the league are the best relationship builders. It's not about the tactics. Everybody's running the same plays and trying to take advantage of the same things. It really comes down to the connectivity between the coach and understanding each and every player you have on your team.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Some solid D from Eubanks. And Giannis Antetokounmpo picks up that foul. That'll be a second foul of the game.
This is one where the second foul is probably going to cost you some minutes in this game.
And so the ball out of bounds. Antetokounmpo touched it last.
Almost had the steal. You have to love the pressure defense.
Yeah, pestering right now, and that's going to pay some dividends. At some point, there's going to be a turnover.
Pass to Eubanks. Shot clock at 5. Here's Daniels. Oh, Brooks with the steal. Antetokounmpo with it. Picked up by Eubanks. Can't get it to fall. On the wing, Ivy. Still without a bucket. And here's Eubanks. For 3. Can't hit. 1 for 2 now. Stolen by Ivy. Pass to Eubanks. Here's Daniels. Inside. White gets it to go.
Love to see that from Dyson Daniels. He's a gifted passer.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Ooh, that one makes him 7 for 14. Got a nice rhythm going here today.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
Pass to White. Back to Daniels. To the middle. 5 to shoot. To the inside. Ivy. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. The Nuggets trail. Here's Antetokounmpo. The rebound by Eubanks.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards.
Grant, the Denver Nuggets have been on quite the run here in this window of time.
Yeah, B.A. It's all working for Denver in recent years. This is a well-constructed team that they play as a unit, and it makes it so difficult to try to get the best of them.
Clock at 6. Right wing. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
So weird. Sometimes when you get that much time, it can throw you off just as much as having no time.
Outside for Randall. Back to Antetokounmpo. Wow! A rim-rattling jam by Giannis.
And the defense, you thought they were helpless before. Now Giannis is hot.
And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Pass to Eubanks. Here's Prince. Shoots over Neesmith. Back to Eubanks. Ivy outside. Hits the trifecta. Ivy's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
And something Ivy continues to improve. He's becoming a real threat from downtown.
2 minutes remaining.
Beal outside. It's stolen. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a 3-point play.
He drops yet another dime, just facilitating this offense like a maestro. And when you talk about Ivy, his explosiveness really stands out, especially when he's running the floor.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. 18 points for him. Missed it. Now 0 for 1 on this game.
I'll tell you what, they've been aggressive and they've been physical.
Eubanks the screen. Ivy. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. They pin that one on Giannis Antetokounmpo.
It's so tough to contain Ivy's young athleticism. He goes right at the defense hard and gets the contact. Yeah, just knocking down every free throw. I mean, I love to see this kind of efficiency.
Against contact. Giannis stays strong.
So much strength and quickness coming from Giannis.
Out to Portis. Pass to Daniels. Back to Portis. Now here's White. Just 5 to shoot. And here's Portis. Launches it. Knocks it down from distance. Portis has got his first 3 points of the game.
And a good release there as Portis in that tight corner for 3.
Here's Antetokounmpo. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Antetokounmpo.
Yeah, a communication breakdown. 2 guys thinking in opposite directions. The pass winds up in the stands.
35 seconds left to play in the first half. Ivy goes in. Pass to Portis. Back to Ivy. From the arc. The kick out to Johnson. 3-pointer. Offensive board. Here's Daniels. 6 to shoot. Here's Portis for 3. Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the board. Now Beal. It's stolen by Johnson. Here's Ivy. And so that brings the first half to a close. They lead by 11. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half. And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Now a timeout called by Denver. White with it. Out to the wing. Here's Portis for 3. Sends it home from 3-point land. Portis has got 6 points.
And Portis got that shot off really quick.
Here's Daniels. Rips down the breakaway slam.
And I think that play tells you everything you need to know. They're simply playing at a higher level, getting a steal and turning it into quick points.
Pass to Randall. Back to Antetokounmpo. And Giannis shrugs off the contact.
And you can see early on that Giannis wanted to be aggressive. I mean, he's taken over at the offensive end.
It's hard to believe now, but Julius Randle has been in the league over a decade now, Brent.
Yeah, it's been an interesting ride for Julius Randle. A lot of different roles, but he's evolved his game quite a bit. Some he's done himself, and then guys have adjusted around the way that he has been a leader, a scorer, a rebounder, a presence. You know, Julius Randle continues to impress and make strides.
That shot is off. Oh, great D that time from Portis.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
Portis' screen. Here's White. And he drives in.
Now that's how you capitalize on a screen.
Yeah, good positioning, too. Gave him a clear path to the hoop.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
ABA, the Denver Nuggets are building for the long haul. Their philosophy has been to draft polished prospects and then develop them into contributors. They look for 4 qualities: basketball IQ, character, positional size, and the absence of skill deficiencies. Ryan, the track record has been strong.
It really has. Thanks, Allie. Nuggets trail by 13. Oh, wow, guys, this does not look good. We've got an injury here.
And you guys know that this is something every player worries about, no matter your age or your ability.
Yep, you can do all the stretching and all the strength training, eat right, train right, but at the end of the day, it's pretty random.
You know, a reliable veteran like Julius Randle is so valuable. He provides a foundation for everyone else to play off of because they know he'll be there to score and help out. He makes it easier for other players to succeed around him.
Outside White. 4-3. Hey, in 6 attempts, he's made 5. Talk about efficiency.
He's got a lot to do with the position that they're in. A very smart offensive performance tonight from him.
Denver calls timeout. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by in the third quarter. Antetokounmpo outside. Shoots from 12. And too long on the shot.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Portis' screen. Here's the three. They get the rebound. Pass to Daniels. Down to 5 on the shot clock. To the left side wing. Fires the three. Portis' shot is off. And here's Antetokounmpo. He'll bring it up to the Denver Nuggets. Yep, that one goes. Antetokounmpo's got 24.
And that stride that you see from Giannis is just so effective out there getting around defenders.
Outside White. Pass to Sensabaugh. Portis' screen. Boom! He jams it straight down.
And you can't leave the basket unprotected. Bad things will happen to you.
Yeah, that was just way too easy.
Will not find a higher percentage opportunity than that.
And the NBA has made a significant investment in the G League over the years. Grant, you can really see the impact it's had.
Yeah, BA, and it's grown into a real minor league for the NBA. The NBA needed something like that for a long time, and it's helped the product.
White on the wing.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Pass to Sensabaugh. Out to the right wing. Inside. Here's Ivy. He hits it just before the shot clock expires. Ivy's got 12.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Here's Eubanks. Ivy outside. Pass to Sensabaugh. Here's Daniels. And here's Ivy from the arc. The shot, no good. Nuggets trail by 16. Now here's Antetokounmpo. That's tipped. Here's Brooks. It's hauled in by Sensabaugh. Here's Daniels. He's been a consistent contributor, averaging just over 11 a game. Pass to Sensabaugh. Ivy, left side. Knocks down the triple. Ivy's got 5 points in the quarter.
They've been pretty lax with their perimeter defense, giving up a lot of three-pointers.
On the wing, Brooks. Back to Antetokounmpo. Oh, Giannis dunks it home.
And good luck stopping that. Giannis just makes it look so easy.
Now Ivy. 15 points in the game.
Hey, yo, right here.
And here's White. Pass to Daniels. Shoots over Neesmith. The putback. Misses the follow-up. And here at the end of the third, it's a double-digit ball game. Leading by 17. And we're
19-50.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand.
Timeout.
The Nuggets want a timeout. The Nuggets want a timeout. You gotta like what Jaden Ivey has done in this game.
Well, I hope this one is not to draw up a play, but to think about how they're going to defend that man. He's putting up some major numbers.
Nuggets trail by 17. Now here's Randall. Pass to Antetokounmpo. And here's Alvarado. Brooks outside. 4 on the clock. Here's Antetokounmpo. Rebounded by Johnson.
Oh, can't punish the defense for leaving him open that time. That's a frustrating miss for a really steady jump shot.
Jalen Johnson.
He just rises up and throws it down hard with one hand.
That is such a go-to move for him. He holds nothing back on those. Oh, ripped away. Here's Daniels.
Daniel's such a shifty player. He has a myriad of ways to get to the free throw line.
That's his second personal foul.
And he knocks down the first one. You know, Grant, we've seen career performances in the play-in tournament, but the stats don't count for regular season or the playoffs.
You know, that's crazy, BA. So let's just count them as playoff stats. It used to be only 3 rounds instead of 4, so there is a precedent to adding more games to the official postseason.
Outside Neesmith. 5 on the clock. Antetokounmpo, that's good. Antetokounmpo's got 29 points.
He's really carrying the load, but no man can do it all by himself.
We've gone about a minute and a half into this fourth quarter. And there's the call on Dylan Brooks. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
Third personal foul. Second team foul.
Right side White. Ivy outside. Pass to Portis. Shot clock at 6. He drops it from range.
His 3rd triple of the game. A little more success from out there in the second half.
Antetokounmpo outside. That one no good. Here's Daniels. Pass to Ivy. He takes it in. The kick out to Johnson. Back to Ivy. Fires it. Rebounded by Denver. Fourth quarter of play. We're about 2.5 minutes through it now. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Brooks from outside. Rebounded by Daniels.
And you never want to give a shooter like him a clean look.
And here's Johnson. Now here's Ivy. More and more we're seeing international players come into the league who are NBA ready, Grant.
It really is a sight to see, BA. And some of those guys start playing pro ball when they're 16 or 17 years old. It toughens you up real quick playing against older competition at that age.
First one falls for him.
And Giannis will just about do anything the coaching staff asks. A true team player.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. Ivy with the ball. Pass to Prince. Takes a 3. He buries it from 3.
3 points.
Prince has gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
Hard to win games when you allow clean looks from the perimeter.
Randall on the screen. And the call will be against Derek White. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second team foul.
We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Here's Antetokounmpo.
Just stifling on the defensive side. Portis not allowing his men any room.
Got a piece of it. Antetokounmpo with it. Portis picks him up. Antetokounmpo, that's good. Antetokounmpo's got 13 in the second half.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
Yeah, and the coach pretty smart for zoning in on him and giving him opportunities to stay with that confident play.
Here's Portis for 3. Hits the 3-pointer. Portis has got 6 in the quarter.
And their strategy is obvious. Manufacture looks from outside the arc.
And I don't know how they keep doing this, but every time down, the resulting possession ends up at the 3-point line in a fairly efficient shot attempt at that.
Defensive
Grant, it
foul.
seems like teams today are much more data-driven than in years past.
Yeah, I agree, B.A. It's much more sophisticated. And, of course, coaches and executives are still watching the games and forming their gut opinions. But now those impressions can be cross-checked with the numbers.
Coming on to
1:33 left in the fourth quarter. Pass to Daniels.
Dyson Daniels.
To the middle. No good that time. Oh, nice D from Neesmith. And here's Randall. He'll bring it up for the Nuggets. And there it is for him.
Well, Randall, when he has the ball in his hands, aware that there might be an open teammate, that time he found him.
.105 left in the fourth. Outside Johnson. Just 5 on the clock. Back to Ivy. The 3 is up. That's a miss. His 6th miss in 11 tries. Alvarado outside. Fires from deep. Pure from three-point range.
Giannis showing off some of that team-first mentality by finding an open teammate.
Here's Ivy. Three-pointer. And Johnson is good for 3.
They really came in with the right mindset today. I can guarantee you their flight home will be filled with some smiles.
Yeah, when you step into an opposing team's arena and you can play with this type of composure, boy, that food tastes good on the way out of town.
Antetokounmpo outside. And so it's a victory for the road team in this one. To walk into enemy territory and deliver a performance like that, that says a lot about this squad.
They really came in looking confident and didn't let anything shake